Hey everybody, welcome to your weekly reading. This is Lauren with the Clarity Cure. Welcome back. So nice to see you. If you're new to my channel today, it's your first time here, would love for you to subscribe. You can hit that bell icon and button right over here somewhere. Would love for you to be a part of my community here on YouTube. When I do these readings, I focus on my subscribers first and foremost, so messages come through for you. This week, what are we looking at? The November 19th through the 25th. I meditated, I shuffled the cards, I laid everything out for you. Let's jump in. I am using the Distant Past Tarot by Jerry Totten. Your oracle messages are, round and around. Colette Baron reads Wisdom of the Oracle. And I had, you're getting two animal cards this week because I was shuffling and one flipped out. I had just started shuffling. And that was the lizard spirit. So I figured, I'm going to keep shuffling and pick another one as well. So snake spirit is your second oracle for the week. Let me turn these over. Turn on my little candle. Sorry about that. All right. Two of Swords, overall energy for the week. Okay, guarded and feeling closed off. Whew. Okay. Needing to make a decision. Oh, wow. The first thing that comes to mind, you guys know how I am. I call it like I see it. Round and around, it's like, stop doing the same dumb shit, If it's not working for you, like, let's do something else, you're not going backwards. The truth is that you are standing at a higher place. Maybe just needing to take a new perspective, and that maybe some lessons that you've been working on or in the middle of, right, haven't quite integrated. So you're being challenged to take a break, or challenged to break these habits and move into a whole new direction. And that would make sense. We have a full moon in Gemini this week. And it's about getting really curious, showing up. Letting go of what's been frustrating you, realizing that the frustration is the need to go within, is the need to stop what you're doing and, heed the call to your intuition, your higher power, or whatever you want to call it, to, maybe take that first step into doing something different, or moving towards an option that you've been on the fence about, like uneasy about, or not sure about. Change can be hard for a lot of folks depending on, where you're at. But also keep in mind, this week, this Gemini full moon will illuminate what you've been ignoring for your soul's growth. So could be a little edgy this week. You may have some of those feelings bubbling up where you, again, need to take a look. Lizard spirit, dream the world into being. If you have any great ideas, also, there's this energy that if you're open, you might get inclinations of visions, maybe what you want to do in the future, or what it is you need to change in your life, okay? And I would say if it's any new endeavors right now, just plan. Just plan about what you want to do, because don't forget Mercury is retrograde, okay? So, just soak it in, crack that door open in more ways than one, whether you're dealing with relationships, business relationships, love, personal, and or trying to figure out, wow, I want to start this new business, or, I need a new job, or I want a promotion kind of energy, all right? So just need to tap in a little bit more, honor your dreams, and you can actually bring them to fruition. Very powerful. And then the third oracle is snake spirit. So it's a time to heal. Yes. And what a great way to move into 2019. I know this week we also, Sagittarius, okay, the sun moves into Sag. So some nice, beautiful energy coming in where, knowledge might be more prevalent, wanting to learn more about what you want to do. Some of you might even feel inclined to take a class, go deeper, and that would be perfect timing. So, Two of Swords, get out of your own way. For those of you that are struggling, maybe blocking yourself, putting off making decisions, procrastinating, don't want to look in the mirror kind of thing, don't want to, stay. It's frustrating. It's like, I feel like some of you are just staying in this space because you don't know what to do. So it's almost as if what would be helpful is embracing that one thing that you're afraid of, or embracing the curiosity, right? Like, I don't know, would that work for me? Sometimes that's the very thing you need when you really are on the fence. Go with your gut instinct. I see the Knight of Cups here, and you're to seek this charging of ahead on your path for like almost like a call to self-acceptance, self-love, and when you really are in that place, or you feel passionate about your own life, or very centered, right? Because you're working on yourself or doing what you need to do to create the change you want in your life, you attract love. You attract the things that you want. I see a lot of forced energy here, where people just want that boyfriend, or people just want that girlfriend, or people just want that life partner, and it doesn't really kind of work that way. Sometimes we need to deal with what we need to deal with first, so we can be in that proper space to accept true love, or a soulmate, or a twin flame. So keeping that in mind, it's like you can't put the cart before the horse sometimes. And I'm definitely picking that up here with the Knight of Cups. He rules with his heart, not his head. So there's a call to really connect with yourself inside this week. Yeah, there's been maybe a lot of sacrifices you've made. Maybe you just, again, here's that wait period kind of energy. You have the Hanged Man needing to take a look at, breaking old patterns, finally letting go once and for all, even if it feels like a sacrifice. The full moons are all about, releasing the baggage in your hands, right? Like, you can't pick up anything new if your arms are full, right? Kind of as a metaphor, I'm trying to make it easy as possible for you to understand, right? So you got to put something down. You got to release what doesn't serve you anymore. And there's a really interesting full moon pattern, full moon, new moon dichotomy, or pairing, so to speak, coming up. And there's going to be quite a few turning points in 2019 where you can look back. So for this full moon in Gemini, 18 months prior, what were you doing? Okay. Did you start something new in your life that isn't serving you anymore? Is there something you didn't do or want to do? Okay. So just to give you some food for thought, how that might play out as far as what you need to release for some of you, or within the last couple of weeks. Don't forget, Mercury is retrograde. So with the full moon, I would say releasing and planning, but not necessarily going full steam ahead yet until the middle of December with any new ideas or any new endeavors that you want to get involved with. I think the toughest thing this week, there's going to be this kind of twisted energy where you might be frustrated and not sure what to do or what direction to go in. And again, it's getting grounded, listening to that inner voice, Stop doing the same old, same old. Show up. And what are your best practices? Like, what do you do to take care of yourself? What do you do to nurture yourself? Yeah, just kind of for the day, think about, wow, what could I do for myself today that would help me create the real change I want in my life? So be open. This is about being open. So sometimes it's like not even like you really have to do anything. It's just about remaining open to the possibility that your life could be as you want it. If that makes sense. So, Hangman, getting back, yeah, surrendering, right? It's like the ultimate surrender card. Maybe some of you, there's been some habits that have been restricting you, an attitude that's been restricting you. You get the Page of Swords here, you know, and he can be very pessimistic. There's a sense here like always needing to know the truth or your truth or how you see it, right? And that's really dangerous energy. That means you're closed-minded. There's nothing wrong with a journey to self-empowerment and self-truth, but it's not about always being right or being in the know. It's the need to be positive, you know, that things will be made right. Okay. So this delayed decision, whatever some of you have been struggling with, you know, let go of this wait to see how things play out kind of attitude. It is time to take action as far as making plans, but not necessarily taking action, but doing something, taking that first step, like I said, because the clarity will come if you give yourself a chance. Be open to new perspectives for sure, without a doubt. All right. And yeah, again, with the Page of Swords, staying super positive. This is a very like go for it attitude and moving forward, which is really great, but for the right reasons. Does that make sense? Like this internal, you know, action needs to be there. Okay. And the placement of this particular card in the spread is don't worry about it. So like, don't worry about forging ahead crazy right now, but maybe making more of a plan. It's actually perfect timing. It's sometimes I'm really amazed how that universal energy works into the tarot, because it's nice this year. Like there's a certain amount of synchronicity to really plan for what you want in the coming year. This is a great time to kind of sit back at this full moon, write down what you want to release and what you want to bring in for 2019. Mercury goes direct, middle of December, so the timing is perfect, you know. We finished all the tough retrogrades, right? Venus is over and Mercury will be over before you know it, so be good to yourself. Six of Swords, got 2 6s here. 6s are about harmony, appreciation, self-sacrifice, loyalty, taking responsibility. There's almost like an essence here of, you know, feeling nostalgic for some of you. Again, maybe some of this opportunities coming back around again. But I also think it's about letting go of old ideas here, you know, and moving forward away from difficulty, getting focused on your future and looking ahead and feeling like there is balance, there is harmony. You're going to feel this sense of, hello, Cabot. My dog just came in, opened the door with his little nose and paw. He's so cute. Moving to peace of mind, you know. What a great feeling that is when you know you take action. I know that I always feel better, you know, knowing that, okay, you know, I'm doing something for myself, or I'm at least trying, right? So give yourself a chance this week. Some of you could be traveling. It is a holiday. It is a holiday week here in the U.S. with Thanksgiving. Just be super careful With Mercury retrograde, there could be some delays in your travel plans, so give yourself some extra time. But overall, smoother waters are coming in, kind of moving into a new phase in our lives. The Magician, I love it. Okay. Hold on tight to your beliefs. Hold on tight to moving to this notion of the real you, being super authentic in your life, peeling that onion, which sometimes can be so painful. We think we know who we are, but sometimes we really don't. This is like I love this energy because you have all the tools that you need. You just need to really move into your real power, stepping into your power. You're so close, like wicked, wicked, like, dee, 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 some of you maybe do need to really tap into what's your soul purpose, and this is maybe where the confusion is. Do you believe, are you ready to take a leap of faith for everything that you believe in? Because this is about rising up to make the difference in your own life with trust and confidence for yourself and valuing the gifts that you do bring into the world. Sometimes we really forget, because we let a lot of outside influences to depict or who we are, and especially our emotions. We're attached to emotions from the past, and then we can't get past them, and they weigh us down. So don't forget how powerful you are. Be the butterfly this week, Transform, because doors will open for you if you just give it a chance here. Listen, right? Or face what the moon is trying to illuminate for you, what you've been ignoring in your soul's growth or your own evolution, okay? This easier path will come. It's coming out. I love this. Yeah, and this is really powerful energy because it's like you can't ignore these changes. It's like, ugh. I can't imagine if you don't, but the good news is that, yeah, face your truth this week. It's going to be shown to you, so just deal with it. If you guys are struggling, call me for a private reading. I still do the, if it's a quick thing, the one question answers. My Black Friday sale, by the way, guys, is still on queue. I'm going to be emailing everybody this week the codes to book a session for 50% off, a 30 and or 60-minute reading. So make sure you head on over to my website and join my mailing list. It's only going to be like a 3-day window to book or 2-day window. So definitely take advantage of that. I probably won't be doing anything like this again until maybe this time next year. I may do something in July for my 2nd-year anniversary for here on YouTube, but I'm not quite sure what that will be. But getting back here, learn to appreciate the struggles and release them. Everybody has anxiety. Everybody feels like maybe they're too much in their head or they're fearing the worst. And it's really kind of scary when you're standing on the edge of the cliff, but there's a lesson here that needs to be learned to follow, that path of who you really are. That's when the doors open. I have so many clients that are like, resistance, resistance, resistance. Like, why does the same dumb shit keep happening? It's because you're not on your true path. You have to realign your life. It's the universe trying to get you like, hey, ho, you paying attention? Like, no, you need to go this way, And a lot of times it's a direction we don't want to go. That's that whole North Node energy, moving into our destiny. And it's the complete opposite of sometimes who we know we really are, because we come in with all this knowledge. So we feel really, inclined to stay in this space, of comfort and ease. But shit, as the older you get, the harder it comes, because there's just real no satisfaction in there. We have to grow into where we need to be. And for everybody on an individual basis, it's different. It depends on your North Node and South Node access, what your life's destiny is and your mission in life. But, there's pretty heavy duty reading, you know. I like this week, though. This is really making us kind of step up to the plate and show up. Six of Cups. Stop pursuing this. This is the placement of the card. Stop pursuing or staying in the past is how I'm reading this. You know, there's nothing wrong with feeling nostalgic. There's nothing wrong with longing for your soulmate or wishing things were different or trying to find, you know, your perfect match, whether some of you are looking or hoping things were different. It's the past, you know, and there's nothing wrong with, enjoying the things that we know we've learned, especially the good times. But it's time to heal old wounds, you know. It's time to heal, okay? Because you're sabotaging yourself, all right? Time to make some changes. And the other beautiful thing here that I'm picking up, that many of you just have fun on Thanksgiving. That's the same day the sun moves into Sag. You know, and Sag is all about having a good time and expanding. And so enjoy your family. You know, some of you definitely, there's an indication here that you're going to be traveling to be with family, spend time with family, talk about old times. That's fabulous, you know. In that way, it's great. You just don't want to get stuck here personally on an emotional level, especially if it's about an ex or the way things used to be. It's always great to be just grateful for the opportunities and the experience of your past. So now you can, embrace and let that stuff go. So you can now forge ahead here. Some of you are definitely bringing in soulmate energy, though. I will definitely say that. Just looking at the cards, not considering the astrology, by stepping in your own power and really leaving this crap behind and making some decisions, positive decisions about your life, your soulmate's going to come in. So this is really quite powerful. It could even be somebody from your past, like maybe you travel and you go to see family or you go back home and you bump into, you know, like an old flame, you know. It's very possible for some of you. But be wicked careful, you know. You don't want to go back to anything dysfunctional if it seems easier, or, you know, jump into relationships just for the sake of having one if it doesn't really serve you well. Really critical, you know, that we learn our lessons, because, you'll be back for another reading, which, you know, I don't mind. You guys keep me very busy, but, you know, when we learn our lessons, we can grow and move on to happier and better things, right? So just a little tarot humor there for you. What else is coming through? I really think that's it, guys. You know, I wanted to show you this again. It's the spiral. Reminds me of the seashell. Little sacred geometry energy coming in here. Almost in essence here too of going within, like, you know, following the spiral inside to who you really are. You know, this honoring the magician within, you know, making shit happen, baby, you know, planning like, okay, you know, I'm teaching a class, by the way, if anybody's ever interested on starting a side hustle through my mentorship program. So like, for example, you know, it's like you have a passion, right? And you want to do something with it. You know, now's the time to plan. Now's the time to set certain things in motion. But if you're not if you're not of clear mind because you're not letting go, it just makes it more difficult. And it's funny because this moon is at 0 degrees. So it's almost like it's a brand new beginning, but it's also ending. So it's all about timing. So first you have to let go what doesn't serve you anymore, and then focus on, in the next couple of weeks, what you want to bring in through into the new year, and make a plan. It's just perfect timing to kind of close out 2018 and really think about what direction, what life direction you're going in, what love direction you're going in, and what career direction you want in your life. All positive, wonderful things that I'm putting out there for you guys. I'm really hopeful and really happy for you to kind of look inside and take advantage of these energies and really let go this week. Do your full moon ritual. Will be on the 23rd, I believe. 22nd into the 23rd, depending on where you are in the country. So, yeah, something new is going to definitely be coming in for all of us, and that's really quite phenomenal. If you're kind of circling around, like, okay, what is it? I maybe want to relook at that doesn't serve me well. So obviously, for some people, it's going to be, or for some people, I should say, it's going to be a very obvious answer. For others of you, yeah, a real clue, again, with these pairings of the moon. What were you doing May of 2017? Take a look back and see if there might be any resonating connection to this full moon in Gemini. Might give you a little clue. All right, guys? So listen, namaste. God bless you guys. Have a wonderful week. Make sure you sign up to get my sale price. Again, it's only going to be, hold on, my computer went dark. I can't see. Oh, it's only going to be a 3-day window. And just so everybody's aware as well, it's going to, the readings will be done on a first come, first serve basis. All right. So again, the sooner you get in and book it, then I'll get yours done. All right. So God bless you guys, and we will talk to you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.